I would say one of the first challenges that a young man always faces is the same challenge it's always been, and that's, what am I going to lose?
When we look at our culture, there's a certain fear of sacrifice, a fear of commitment, a fear of laying your life down for something. And so being brave, being courageous in the face of a world that says, no, this is not something that's valuable, I think is dramatic and something that our young people need. They need a challenge. They need to see that there is something worth laying it all down for.
When we do sacrifice our desires to embrace the desires of our Lord, a great joy and peace floods the soul more than any of our own devised plans ever could.
And for young men in our culture to consider a vocation to the priesthood, they have to stand up and be courageous and say no to fear. The rest of our culture begins with asking you about your happiness. How can you live without? It's basically a fear-based motivation. Whereas a vocation to the priesthood, and a vocation especially in our modern day, begins with saying, I can't live without God.
This seminary stands in the heart of a new culture of vocations, which is developing and spreading throughout the diocese, and is a beacon to help other young people to have the courage not to be afraid, but to have the courage to respond to the Lord's call for their life.
Success is not measured based on how many men discern the priesthood. Success is measured in how well they come to clearly understand God's call in their life and how well they have the capacity to follow.
Because a young person naturally wants to give themselves. And you've got to ask the question, what's the target? What did you make me for? Where am I going to fly? And then when you find it, you let it go. You throw the whole thing at it, your whole self.